Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! 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 Hey, go! Hey, whoa!
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
21. Here we go.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
I got you.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
There you go. Bravo! 11. Hey, gun. 21. Hey, we don't get to nothing, Mike. Go. Mike 9.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42.
Check 99. Check crunch.
Now a carry for Portis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 29, Garoppolo. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 81, Omaha. What's that? Come on.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he? He's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss. Gets his confidence back up, and who knows? They may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They can't hang with us. He's just free.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Safety in the flag. You must be true. Hustle, hustle. Hey, check, check. Line 50, line 50. Hey, check, check. Alert 3. Hey, check, check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Set, go. Hey, 50, 50 to Mike.
Well, here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180!
Target.
12.
Mike 9.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Running right, Portis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Let's go. 61. 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
54. 54. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
I'm coming after you.
12. Come.
Hatchet.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Wait.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go, baby.
So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Squeeze, double. Tighten up. Watch out. Set up.
Murray now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. 180!
I'm coming after you.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That's no mystery. Missed field goals have been a big problem. So here, they're going to go for it on fourth down.
I got this. 21. Hey, exit.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Griff-Money. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
White. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out here in the eye.
Don't say nothing.
It's Coleman here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, gun.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run it here with Portis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. It's been a long day for you.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Watch the pass.
Out of the gun, here's Murray going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it'll bring up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man, I got you. Man, Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Echo. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch.
To throw is Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. He'll try and throw for it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Strong right.
They will run again with Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Coleman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Let's go now. Come on, put the flag. Check 56. Here we go, dude. Who's your focus? Under 10. Under 10. 10. Slam. Slam. Check 26. Check 26.
A run with Portis. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run on third down with Portis. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 22.
First down, Arizona.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Coleman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Check.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a give right side, Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A 22-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Coleman now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. Don't get nervous.
Coleman. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up
So the victory here.